Hey, Phoenix. If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake. I'd have baked a cake. I'd have baked a cake. If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake. Anyways, so I just left JC's where we had a very heated and interesting discussion about cast iron and what you can make in cast iron pans, skillets, whatever. So one of the chatters made a cast iron cake, and another chatter who's just a little bit mentally challenged, delayed, however you want to put it, said that it's impossible to bake a cake in a cast iron skillet, which I think is hilarious because you can make almost anything in cast iron. Cast iron was invented way before Pyrex and Corel and all of those fancy schmancy things that you cook in. So what I was thinking of doing, hello, is maybe vlogging myself making a cake in a cast iron skillet. I've never personally done it. I'm not the baker in this house, Gary is, but I want to do it. So what I think I might do is make this cake with a little bit of mayonnaise, because I hear that mayonnaise makes it moist and creamier. I don't know, maybe creamy is not the word, but apparently you don't taste the mayonnaise. So, I'm not a big baker, so I don't know these things, but I'm going to try. And I'm kind of debating on whether I should do it from scratch or just a box mix, because, I'm not really a big baker, but I want to try it. So, I'm going to need to do a little research on how to, like, the times and stuff. But I want to prove that chatter so very, very wrong. And then I could do a taste test with Gary, and we can see how we like it. I'm always trying to think of different things to put on my channel other than these. Lately, all I've been doing is like streaming, and my OG subs don't care for the drama and stuff. So I want to make like actual videos like I used to do, and I think this is one of them that I want to do. So I'm gonna tell Gary when he gets here. We're actually gonna go to the gym. I know, making a cake and the gym, they don't really go together, but it's okay to treat yourself once in a while. I just hope I don't burn it. Anyways, I hope everyone's doing well. I had a really bad day yesterday, and I don't mean bad like something bad happened. I just slept all day. I don't know if my body was fighting something off or what. Hi, Michael's Adventures. Fluff says do it from a box. If I do it from a box, can I still use mayonnaise? Like, this is all new to me. But I'm very open-minded, and I definitely like trying new things, so we're going to figure this shit out. I have so many videos to film, it's crazy. I doubt anyone's going to come up here, and I don't know how long I'll be up. But I just wanted to put that out there, that I want to do that. I think that's an interesting thing that I've never done on my channel before. And yeah, I want to show you guys that it is possible. I'm sure everyone knows it, except for that one particular chatter who doesn't understand. Okay, so you do it in place of the oil. Okay. Do you think I should, Fluff, do you think I should line the thing with Crisco? I mean, that's not very healthy, but oh, look, there is a little troll in my chat. Hello, troll. Goodbye, troll. Whenever I remove comments, that person is automatically banned. I don't know how I did that, but for some reason I can't time people out. I just ban them. You like this photo of Lunar? This is the best I can do. Sorry, I can't blow it up anymore. Yeah, I don't know, Fluff, because I've baked things before. I've made cookies and cakes in the past, but it's been a long time. I haven't been wanting to make things like that because I've been choosing healthier options for the most part. But this is like a challenge for me. Like, I've never done this, and I want to prove this person wrong, but in a nice way. I don't want to put her down or anything. I just want to show her that, like, hey, this is a thing. This is a thing that people do. And also, this person said that Oh my God, go away. This person said that you can't do it without the cake getting cracked. I don't know about you guys, but anytime I've ever made a cake, the top of it will get these little divots and cracks in it. And so when you watch like those baking shows, they always cut that part off so that the cake is flat. It doesn't have any humps in it. So it doesn't matter if it has a crack or not. I mean, you don't have to cut that part off. You could just ice it and be done. But these people are like professionals and they're trying to build something. You think coconut oil would work instead of Crisco? Interesting. I'll have to look into this. It's probably not something I'm going to end up doing today. Get out of here. Stop it. Why do you want to listen, sir or ma'am, who's down there trying to be a jerk? Why me? What do you want? Cakes almost always crack. Right? I know. Fluff, you were there. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, it's another thing on my to-do list for my YouTube channel. Hi, Marnie. Hi, Tiffany. There are a lot of chocolate mayonnaise cake recipes online. You can Google it. My grandma used to make them all the time. Cool. I definitely want to try it. I'm sure Gary would be happy if I made him a cake. It's a her problem. Oh, for sure. Some people, they're so stubborn or they can't understand that back in the day, that's all we had were cast iron. Let's talk about Is My Name. Whose is my name, James? What do you want to talk about? I'm open for discussion. What would you like to say? Another shit starter. Hello. I have nothing to say, really. Oh, here we go. Get out. Nobody invited you. Stop it. Anyway, so for my channel in the future, hopefully soon, I don't know, I haven't been feeling so good, but like hopefully soon, I'm going to do the cake. I'm going to do the airbrush makeup, which I got so long ago and it's still sitting here. I got a Temu video I need to film. And let me tell you something. This Temu stuff has been around so long that I pulled the loom out and started knitting, and I'm like a third of a way done with the scarf. That's how long I've had that shit. I need to make videos, so maybe next weekend. I don't know. Sooner than later, I hope. I just haven't had the motivation. But I've really been neglecting my YouTube channel, and people are telling me I should move over to TikTok, and I'm just like, dude, that's just too much for me. I started on YouTube. I don't know that I want to go to TikTok. They say the money's there, but I don't know. Lunar is moon, and sun, and eclipse, and solar is little brother. Well, so that's Starboy. It's so hard to keep track of all your people, man. Hi, VB. Make the cake. Oh, yeah, I want to. I don't have the ingredients. Even if I might just make a boxed cake so it's not so difficult because I'm not a baker, but I want to make it. I want to vlog it, and I kind of want to stuff it into Mary's gullet just to show her that this is a thing people do. I don't even want cake. I just want to do it. And whenever Gary gets home, I'm going to tell him about it. Maybe we can pick up the ingredients today. I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely going to use mayo. I've never even heard about that, so I want to try it. So you use the mayo in substitution of the oil. Stir and frost. Like into the mix, the frosting. I do want it to be like ooey gooey, you know? I want it to be like delicious. I don't want to burn it. So I'm going to have to read into it. I need to read a little bit because this is going to be a first for me. I've used cast iron before, but not for baking. And I know it can be done, and I'm going to do it. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's a good idea to do something different on my channel. I read it on the side of a mayo jar. I add the mayo along with the regular ingredient. Interesting. Yeah. VB, can you believe that Mary says you can't do it? She says you can't do it. I say we all do it. And even if you don't make videos, just take a picture and post it so we can all prove that she's wrong. And she still probably won't believe us, but whatever. You got this? Thank you. It used to be a brand name back in the day. What was a brand name? She is out of her rabbit ass mind. Her rabbit ass mind? That's different. Ever made cornbread in cast iron? I personally haven't, but I've tried it, and it's probably the best method for making cornbread. You just made one on Friday? Wow. Hey, Lucky Chucky. I don't know. I guess I just put the stream up so that I can hold myself accountable. If I say I'm going to do something, then I'm going to do it. That's the kind of person I am. But if I don't say it out loud in front of other people, then you guys can't hold me accountable, right? You make cornbread. Yeah, that's the best way. It tastes the best. You're going to make one tonight or tomorrow? Cake would be similar to cornbread. Yeah. Mary said she doesn't need cake, which is true. But Mary always brings desserts to her church. So I kept trying to tell her, you know, make it. You don't have to eat it. Bring it to your church. But talking to Mary is kind of like talking to a wall that insults you. Have your cake and eat it too. Anyways, on my Instagram, shameless promotion. My Instagram is the same as my YouTube channel name. I posted some up-to-date pictures of my body. Not very salacious, but I was accused of getting fat, and that's why you don't see me online anymore. She is a trip, you're right. Hey, Jeff. I just haven't been in the mood to be on camera, but I will again. No worries. But if you want to see an update on my body, because like I did put my fitness journey out there, I took some pictures just to show you where I'm at. And keep in mind, I took like a month off from working out because of some things I don't talk about here. But I'm back in it. I joined a gym. Gary and I go together. It's really nice to do something together like that. I'm very proud of him because if you don't know, my husband is very large. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I just mean that he is unhealthily, is that a word? I worry about his health. So I'm very happy that he's doing this with me. I'm very proud of him, and I hope he continues. I hope that maybe I inspired him just a little. Like, look, if Tiffany can do it, surely I can do it kind of thing, right? Let me apologize for the things I said when we fought. No, it's okay. I forgive you. It's, baby, no worries. Look, I said shit too, you know? I've said shit to a lot of people and about a lot of people. And everyone who's watched that video where my private conversations were read out loud, they know what I've said, and that's okay. I think what people don't understand is that I wanted that read out loud. I did. I even told that person, one day if we fight, you can totally read them out loud. But because I couldn't, I'm so dumb. I couldn't figure out how to do it. I nudged that person in the right direction to do it for me. And it was like a 3-hour long conversation read out loud. So I'm glad it wasn't me that did it. But anyways, enough about that. If you know, you know. And if you still want to be cool with me, then I respect you for that because I said some shit about a lot of people. And you know what? Everybody does that. I don't care who you are. If you're in a group of friends and you have one friend that you're particularly close with, right? You're going to talk shit about the other people. It's just like kind of human nature, I think. Your weight loss journey in fitness was quite impressive. Well, it's not over, baby. because it's never over. Because once you stop, you know, you kind of revert back to where you were. So it's an ongoing thing. And so is trying to be a better person in general, not just physically, but also mentally and spiritually. It's a process. You're never really done. You're just evolving. Hope Gary gets in the swing with you. It's so hard. Food is so good. Food is good. Look, I love food. I don't take away the things that I enjoy at all. I just have my own methods of how to, you know, maintain without overindulging. Because if you take away all the things that you love that you eat, you're going to fail. You're setting yourself up to failure. I laughed at things you said in real time, so would Rob. Well, you know, that's the past, right? The past is the past, and just like a dog, if it doesn't suit you, just kick some dirt on it and move on. It's hard to maintain. It is hard. I don't even want to just maintain. I want to build muscle. And I know that month off I took, I definitely atrophied a little bit, which sucks because you work so hard to put muscle on and you don't want to lose those gains. Shit happens, man. Life happens, and it's okay if you stumble, and it's okay if you fail, as long as you have it in you to get back up and keep trying. That's what matters. It's not the dog in the fight, it's the fight in the dog, right? Right now I'm fighting ordering McDonald's. You know what? Here's the thing about McDonald's, right? And I love McDonald's, even though it's complete trash. It's okay to have McDonald's, as long as you're not having it all the time. And portion control is everything. And the way I look at it is, let's say I want to have a piece of cake or McDonald's or, you know, something that's high in fat and calories. Okay, I'll have that thing. But for the rest of the day, I have to compensate for that. So I will have less caloric foods, less fattening foods the rest of the day. The goal is that you're not going over the certain amount of calories that you need for the day. You want to be in a calorie deficiency. I don't know how to explain it. Let's say your body needs 1,500 calories a day just to maintain what you are, right? And let's say McDonald's, I'm pulling these numbers out of my head, okay? And I don't count calories. Don't get me wrong. I'm not that hardcore. But let's say you had McDonald's, and the McDonald's was 700 calories, just as an example. So now you have 900 calories left for the day. So you have to stay within those limits for the day. If you go over that 1,600 or whatever it takes for your body, then you're going to gain weight. It's very simple. It's the simplest math I could tell you. Right now, I do physical therapy for my knee, a lot of stretching. It actually feels good. I have a dude who works me out. That's awesome. Stretching, I cannot say enough how important it is to stretch. You want that range of movement. If you stop stretching and you're sedentary, you're going to lose the ability to do things you used to be able to do, like touch your toes or bend down. So if you can't do anything else, stretch and walk. Those are important. Walk for your circulatory system and to keep your heart and lungs healthy. And stretch so you get that circulation going, your lymph nodes, your lymph in your body moving, and your range of motion. And those are the basics. Then you can go on to strength training. You know, I was told in the past that I need a physical trainer or someone to do it to push me. But really, just like anything, it's just knowledge. And we live in a world today where knowledge is at our fingertips. So you don't really need a personal trainer. You don't really need a nutritionist. You just need a brain and you need to read. That's it. Hello, dude. See, I have a hard time counting calories. Yeah, me too. It's work. I don't like work. Less work, better. But here's what I did when I first started my journey, okay? What I started doing was every once in a while, I would write down every single thing I ate for the day. Wouldn't look at the calories. I would just write it down here, and then another random day I'd write it down, and then another random day I'd write it down. Then I went back and I looked at the calories I was taking in. And that's when I decided, all right, this is what I need to do to make it better. And I need to find substitutions for the foods I'm eating now that I also enjoy, that provide the same kind of things I'm looking for. It doesn't mean you have to count calories, but it is eye-opening to see what it is you're actually putting in your body. And I have this whole thing about mindless eating. You ever sit in front of the TV and you're eating something like some kind of junk food like chocolate or popcorn or whatever, and you're watching the TV show? Do you even remember eating that stuff when the bowl's empty? That's what I call mindless eating. You're eating it, but you're focused so much on your TV show or whatever you're doing that you don't even really appreciate the food. So whenever you're mindless eating, instead of picking the chips, it's okay to eat chips, but not now, not while you're mindless eating. Pick vegetables. I know that sounds stupid, but once you get in a routine, you're going to start to really like it. Instead of those fattening dips, like French onion or whatever, choose hummus. I mean, there's a substitution for everything, but you have to be able to compromise. And I tell you what, certain things that are that substitution, you're going to grow to crave. It's the same thing with water. I used to be such a soda drinker. Oh my gosh. That's how I got my hydration. When I look back at it, I'm just like, God, I'm surprised I didn't get fatter. But when you're thirsty, your body wants water, not sugary soda. And I'm not saying never drink soda. I still drink soda, but I only drink soda when I'm eating dinner. And it's usually like a small amount. And so if I go to drive-in or whatever, and not a drive-in, a drive-through, and I get like that big soda, I'll go home and I'll eat the food and I'll drink the thing, but I don't finish it. As soon as I'm done eating, I throw the rest of the soda away. I know that's wasteful, but like, I don't need all of that in my body. And especially in America, in the USA, our portion sizes are ridiculous. So it's okay to have a little, enjoy life. I'm not saying you have to throw all that shit away, just portion control. I know, I feel like I'm sitting on my high horse. Look, I'm just as flawed as everyone else, and I make mistakes, and I sometimes indulge a little too much in the unhealthy bullshit. But I know I'm doing it, and so I counteract that by substituting the next day. Let me be an example. Let me help you realize that anyone can do this, because I did it, and I'm a lazy bitch. But since I started exercising and doing all of that, whenever I don't do it, not only do I miss it, but I also get cranky because my body's like, hey, I want to move. I want to be healthier. I don't like sitting around. And it'll affect your mood too. It's awful. So I like to be steady and consistent when it comes to all of that. I stretch and clean my house. It's motivational having him work me out. Wait, who's working you out? The title. Lady Venom, the title is because I was at JC's and we were talking about cast iron cakes with Mary Burney, and Mary thinks it's not a thing that people cook cake in a cast iron. And while I've never personally done it, I want to do it now. I wonder how many calories in a triple cheeseburger, fries, and mocha frappe has. I'm going to guess that has the amount of calories that you need in a day. Sadly, all the delicious things that we like are bad for us. Tiffany, if any of these assholes ask to see that photo of me I sent you, show them. These people, no. So Empty Child showed me a picture, not a dick pic, just a picture of himself when he was younger. No one's ever going to see that, Empty. You sent that to me in confidence as to what you looked like back then, and no one's ever going to see it. You know, people get me wrong all the time. Look, if I say I'm going to do something and if I promise you that that's a thing, I stick with it. I'm a woman of my word. So please don't worry. If you want to share that picture, then please be my guest. It's yours to share. But I'm not gonna. I'm not panicking. I don't know. He might be left. I just popped in to say that as I'm sick of these weirdos. Well, there's weirdos everywhere, man. Is Empty cute? I like Empty. Me too. Empty kind of has a chip on his shoulder with me. I can't help that. But yes, he was a very good looking man, and he fought for his country. I know. Happy 21st birthday. That's awesome. Lunar, I'm gonna dox you a little bit, okay? This is Valak, and Valak is the one that, and it's not Valak's fault at all. I like Valak. I've talked to Valak for as long as I've been in this community. Valak is the one that a certain person said is underage. Valak is not underage. Valak just turned 21 years old. And it makes sense because last year he said he was 20. And we can kind of, if we go back in time, we can see all of his ages. And regardless, it's my channel, my stream, and you're welcome here always. Yes, I know. I know. It's funny because that person screams what a honest person they are. Funny, isn't it? You were drinking on panel. Well, be safe because alcohol poisoning is a thing. You're young and inexperienced. Please be careful. And my suggestion to you is when you're done drinking, drink water before you go to sleep. That helps immensely. Or better yet, a Gatorade or Pedialyte. Because when you're hungover, the things that make you feel awful is mostly dehydration. So if you can rehydrate yourself before you go to sleep or whenever you're done drinking, it really makes a difference the next day. Yeah, 3 or 4 years ago, crazy how she did that. Manufactured drama. I know. He must have done something to piss her off. I don't think so. I think she's had it out for him since day one, and I don't know why. Well, that's good you drank water. Did it help, do you think? Sometimes electrolytes are even better than just water, but whatever you got to do, because hangovers suck. I don't drink anymore. I used to drink a lot when I was your age, but I don't drink at all these days. But I always found that to be helpful. You know, in Las Vegas, you know, a town known for drugs and alcohol and all that, they actually have like ambulances specifically just for hydrating people that are hungover. They'll hook you up with an IV and pump fluids into you, and then you feel great. Well, we don't need all that. We just need to drink water or Pedialyte or something like that. I mean, indirectly without malice, but she perceived it as an attack. What attack? What are you talking about? Did you want to come up here? It's what she does. I hate water too. Oh, no, no, no. All right. I used to not like water. I used to think it was tasteless because I was so used to these overwhelming flavors of soda and juice and everything else. And when I started drinking water seriously, I find myself craving water. And the thought when I'm seriously thirsty of drinking a soda or something like that, it kind of makes me feel ill because my body wants water. Because that's what your body needs. So you have to listen to your body. Your body is smarter than you are. Hello, let's tongue wrestle. And then they do have things that you can put in water to give it taste. But to me, that kind of negates the whole point of water. Because once you put something in water, it's no longer water. It's a flavored drink. I started my water journey, I guess you could say, with ice cold water. But nowadays, sometimes I actually want room temperature water, and they say that room temperature is actually better. So think about it. You're eating something that's high in fat, right? And you know what happens when you cook in a pan and it's fattening and you leave it overnight? It solidifies. It turns into this chunky stuff. Well, when you eat something that's high in fat and then you drink cold water, that's what it does inside. It makes that fat kind of like harden. And that's why a lot of times they recommend you drink room temperature water, because it doesn't do that and it actually helps flush you out. Add a little bit of lemon juice and it's even better. I drink a lot of water, but I force myself to do it because I know it's healthy. Well, be careful that you don't force too much. You don't want to throw up. I drink seltzer water. There you go. More power to you. I think seltzer water is disgusting, but your miles may vary. As long as it's water, that's all that matters. Seltzer water is nice, actually, because it has that carbonation. Like whenever I eat dinner, I like having a carbonated drink. I usually drink ginger ale. That's like my go-to soda. It used to be Squirt, but like I find the ginger ale is a little bit better. And I'll just get those little mini cans, so I have portion control, you know? Did you just offer me to tongue wrestle? I accept. No, I never did. I like seltzer too, but I don't think it's the same. It is. Basically, seltzer water is just water that has CO2 in it. But that's what gives it that bitter flavor too. So that's why in sodas, they have to put so much sugar in it to counteract the bitterness of the carbonation. Lemon seltzer? Drink? What do you drink, James? You just drink, period? They say light soda is better than dark. I drink ginger ale. Yeah, you know why they say that? Because the caramel coloring that they use in Pepsi and Coca-Cola and all those dark colored sodas, they say the caramel coloring is actually carcinogenic, which is, it can lead to cancer. I personally stay away from the dark colored sodas too, mostly because I try to stay away from caffeine, except for my pre-workout drink. But when it comes to like sodas, I usually stick with a caffeine-free soda. What is the Prime drink? What is that? Is that an energy drink? I don't know. Oh, okay, that's gross. Glad I stopped drinking dark soda. I know carcinogenic things are hidden everywhere. And honestly, I think that the public should be made more aware of it. You know that there are things that we buy here in America that are outlawed in other countries. Cereal, like, sugary cereal. I guess they have a preservative in them that is banned, like, in Europe. Like, why would Europe ban it unless they know that it's bad for you? Yet it's legal here. Go figure. Oh, it's like a hydration drink. I've never heard of it. I'm so damn hungry. Rob wants to go out to eat when he gets home from work, but I'm starving now. Well, why don't you just have like a little snack? Just something to stave off the hunger pain. Shadow, come here. Get up here. I pushed Shadow a little bit too hard, and I know I shouldn't have done it. When you have a giant breed dog, like a Mastiff, you have to be careful because they're so big, and when you push them too hard, their bones and joints really take the brunt of it. So I walked her, and then like an hour later, All right, bye, BB. Thanks for hanging in and chatting with me. Appreciate it. Have a good day. I pushed her too hard, and yesterday she was very, very sore, and I felt so bad. Like, you know, she is like pretty much full grown. You definitely don't want to push a giant breed puppy like that. But we just walked, and she wanted me to throw her a ball, and I always judge it by her. Like, if she lays down, then I know she needs a break or we're done or whatever. But she just kept wanting to go, so I figured, all right, well, we'll keep throwing the ball till she's done. So eventually she told me in her way that she was done, and that was it. We came inside. The next day she didn't want to move. She didn't. So now I kind of gauge what is her max exercise that she can handle without any conditioning. Like, I don't really know how to condition her. Like, I don't know how to stretch her or anything. We kind of just do the thing, but I'll have to be extra careful because I don't want to hurt her. Giant breed dogs are a little bit, you have to be careful because you can hurt them, and it doesn't take much. Anyways, whenever Gary gets here, I'm going to tell him about the cake thing because I don't think we have any cake mix. I don't know if we have any mayonnaise. I don't know what we have. I don't think we have that stuff though. So I want to try this, and I want to vlog it. Just something to do, you know. I am going to go to the gym. Also, right now, I weigh the least amount I have ever weighed since I started this fitness journey. And I don't know how I feel about that because I don't want to be skinny. Like, that was never my intention. I don't like being skinny. I remember before I hit puberty, I was like a stick. Like, I was so thin. I was underweight. The doctors would always push me, like, you need to be a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier. And I don't like that. I want to put muscle on. I don't want to be skinny. So it's like a bittersweet kind of thing. I don't want to get skinnier than I am right now. I don't want to, if anything, I want to put muscle mass on. I want to be a little heavier. But it's a lot of work, you know, getting rid of fat and putting on muscle. And I don't think I've been eating enough. I have been taking protein, but I don't know that I'm eating enough calories to do that, to bulk up. Anyways, put this out there because I don't know how to pin it. I don't want to learn how to pin it. I don't care. Eventually, I won't be streaming as much as I am right now anyways, so it doesn't really matter to me. Shadow. Mwah. Get out of my face, bro. I have to pee, but I don't want to get up. I wish I could show you guys my situation. I've got both dogs on my lap. And I would show you, but I'm not wearing pants. So, yeah. I have this, I don't think it's irrational, but I do have this fear that one of these days I'm going to accidentally turn my cam on, like in my underwear or some shit. And you just know, someone's probably recording this and they're going to blast that picture everywhere. How do I know this? Because one time I was streaming and I accidentally turned my cam on, and I had my head kind of like on my couch because I was listening to someone talk, and I turned the cam off and I deleted the stream immediately. And guess what? They screenshotted me and I look like a thumb because you can't see my neck or my chin. So I'm just like a thumb. It's fine. Look, it could have been a way worse picture than it was. Rusty, are you recording this right now? I don't know. I might just leave this stream up. Unless the poop bomber comes around. You guys know about the poop bomber? There's a chatter or someone in this community. And I've been told who they think it is. But they go to the different streams, they come up on panel, and their method, their choice of bombing is to show someone pooping on someone else. Which, first of all, ew. But honestly, what do these people want? Do they want to take channels down? Is that their point? Is that what they want? Deuterino, they think it's so there's this chatter, I don't really know her. Her name is Natalie, and her channel used to be called Jesus is